Today, I'm going to share with you how to increase your organic sales on Amazon, and make sure to stay to the end where I will share with you what helped one brand grow over $2,500 in sales using one of the tips that I will share with you today. If you sell products on Amazon, you know that the platform is a dog-eat-dog world. So how do you make your listings stand out among the many similar products and sellers that are also selling products on Amazon? First, you need to make sure that plenty of traffic sees your listings. You want eyeballs on your listings. Organic sales is going to stem from organic traffic, which is when users are going to stumble across your products naturally without paid advertising. So let me share a few tips with you on how to increase your organic sales on Amazon. Now, let me first explain to you how organic sales are different from ad sales. Ad sales are focused more on you're targeting people through ads, and someone's going to search for your product, and your ad might show up at the top of search results, but it is going to have that sponsored at the top or to the bottom of that listing before they even click in, so they will know that it is a paid ad. Now, PPC campaigns are great and they will bring in sales, but sometimes they're a double-edged sword. So some customers will see the ads and they will actually dismiss them. They'll know that the product's being advertised and they're going to just scroll right past the ads and go to what they first find organically. So where they don't see that sponsored ad pop up. Now, organic sales are going to benefit your business because obviously they're free and they don't come from paid ads. You don't want all of your sales just coming from paid ads. They're also going to help the customer to feel more authentic with their decision, and they're also not going to feel like they've just gone to something because of an advertisement, which sometimes does happen. Now, knowing how to increase organic sales on Amazon can be tricky. You can't just press a button and say, okay, I want to pay for more ads and expect also your organic sales to increase. So one of the things you'll need to do is improve on your search engine optimization, or SEO, Amazon SEO specifically, which is different than SEO elsewhere. So you're going to want to make sure that more potential customers are going to find your listings and they have everything they need to make that purchasing decision. So let me share with you some tips to increase organic sales on Amazon. And you will want to take a multi-angled approach to increase your organic sales on Amazon. So let me share with you a few of the essential strategies just to get you started. Now, first is improve seller authority. Amazon's search engine is going to prioritize those sellers that have that higher authority. Now, those are going to be sellers and accounts that are continually delivering positive experiences for customers, and they've become trusted within the Amazon marketplace. Seller authority does depend largely on your interaction with customers, so it does take some time to build authority on the platform, but you can begin by really enhancing customer interactions in a few different ways. So one way is to always provide exceptional customer service. And I've talked about this in another video, so make sure to check that out there on how to offer top-notch customer service. But you'll also want to make sure you're doing things like you're responding to customer inquiries really quickly. You're kind of taking the customer first mentality, knowing that Amazon is very customer centric and you want to do that same thing as well. You'll also want to improve your authority when you're continually delivering high quality products. And this is going to help you even just in general, because you want to make sure that the products that you're offering to people are meeting or hopefully exceeding their expectations. Now, customers are inevitably sometimes going to have problems with your products, and those problems may be legitimate, they may not, but you really want to take the time to make sure that you're really working on giving them a satisfactory resolution to the issue and rectifying the situation as much as possible. Now, achieving high seller and product ratings on Amazon can also boost your seller authority. So many customers just won't leave reviews on their own accord. They're really going to, kind of forget about that. So you want to get in the habit of regularly asking for reviews with every product that you're selling. So you can also put maybe a reminder inside the packaging. As a side note, make sure language is very neutral about the review. Never say anything about leaving a positive review or showing 5 stars. Those things are against terms of service, so you want to avoid those. But you will want to, do that as a one strategy, and also you can reach out to them as well through the Amazon Seller Central portal to encourage them to leave a review in case they forget. Now, if you're finding value from this video, if you want to see more videos on Amazon, make sure to click that like and subscribe button, and you'll be the first to know when we drop a new video relating to Amazon and growing your sales on Amazon. Second, let's talk about optimizing your product listings. So this is going to help a ton with organic sales. I've already created a video recently where I actually walk through all the steps with creating a product listing on Amazon. So make sure to check that out. If you haven't watched that, I think you'll find that very helpful if you're looking to add new products to your catalog on Amazon and things like that. But Amazon is going to use their search engine algorithm to find and really show things that are relevant to customers on search results when they're typing in something. So you want to make sure that your product listings are really checking all the boxes on the search engine algorithm that Amazon has, so that you're getting in front of customers who are already interested in your type of product. Typically, they won't be typing in your brand name, but you want to really find those really relevant, solid search volume keywords that are in your, title and your bullets, things like that. Now, Amazon SEO strategies, that can help you increase your product ranking on Amazon, and then that will then help you to reach more organically, which will then increase your organic sales. That's really going to be the first thing that it will help. And make sure that you're doing really good keyword research, because if you're just throwing in keywords in there that are not relevant, but they're getting high search volume, that doesn't matter. Amazon's not going to show that to people. And so it's a waste of space, really, is what we found. So you want to make sure you're putting highly relevant keywords in the different places of the copy within your listing. And Amazon does have a keyword research tool that can kind of give you an idea of search terms that are related to your products, things like how much volume of searches it's getting every 30 days. And you really want to look at identifying not just those high volume keywords, but things that are very relevant to your product. And you'll want to use those keywords throughout your listing. Like I said, the title, the bullets, even within the A+ content, there's places you can put it there when you have images, for instance. Don't just throw words in there just to have more words. You want to make sure that your title is very readable, that your bullets are very readable as well, because that's going to be the first thing that they're reading before clicking in, for instance, for the title, to see if this is even something that they need. So you'll want to make sure it's very relevant, but also has good search volume. Now, Amazon is going to prefer product listings that kind of have a few different things, is what they're looking at. And really, this is because what's going to happen is when you have these different elements to your listing, these things are going to help your conversion rate. So that's inside your business reporting data that you can look at every month, and you can see how your unit session percentage is every month. Now, the higher that is, the better. So one of the things, for instance, is, are you using high quality images? You want to have it, especially for that main image, because that's going to affect your click-through rate. But even the other images, like, you want to make sure if you have an ingredient label that people can zoom in, that people can read what's in the product. And you'll also want to just include keywords into images. Like I said, inside A+ content is another great place to put keywords that a lot of people forget about. And even the backend keywords in your listing is another place to put keywords that maybe don't make sense elsewhere. So you're going to want to have that detailed product description also. And remember, the product description is different than the bullets, and that's actually going to be covered up by A+ if you have brand registry, which I recommend, and you definitely should have that. I have a link for a brand registry tutorial if you aren't already registered, but you're going to want that filled out. You're going to want all 5 bullets or more, depending on your category, to be filled out as well. And you're going to want to make sure to edit your listing to make sure you have relevant keywords, that it's descriptive, and you have those high resolution photos. Amazon is then going to start kind of displaying your products higher up in search results, and you'll then establish in Amazon's eyes as a brand, as a reliable choice for consumers. Next, you can actually adjust pricing. So your organic sales could be suffering simply because your prices are too high or too low. Steep prices obviously can drive customers away because a lot of times on Amazon, people are looking for an affordable option. But if your product is priced too low, that may associate in their minds something that's low quality or won't hold up for long-term use. So you also want to make sure that you're not on the low end either. And you can really, in general, you'll want to think through with your pricing based on your cost of goods sold, what are other competitors doing, and how different is your product from competitors, things like that. Those can all, and also how much for marketing you're spending on Amazon ads, how much perceived value is being offered to the customer, and also look at your sales history. That'll kind of help navigate your decision with where to test out and adjust pricing to. Now, if you're struggling to get sales, you may decide to temporarily lower your prices to build up those customer bases, especially if you are a consumable product. I've talked about Subscribe and Save as one way, but this will help you to have more orders, which then in turn should help you to then have more product reviews as a result of higher orders. Now, the A/B test, or split testing is another word for it. This is actually called Experiments within Seller Central, and this is something that we've used for a client that saw phenomenal results. It was over $2,500 extra in sales over an 8-week, so 2-month time period. They saw when we did a split testing between a version A of their A+ and a version B. So you can take those steps above on thinking about ways to increase your organic sales, but you can also look at boosting your sales with split testing and experiments. If a product and an ASIN is eligible inside experiments, that will really help you. And with that A/B testing, you'll be able to essentially show 2 different versions. So if you're using A+ as one of them, the other one is like the main image, the title. There might be more released in the future, but those are ones and elements that you can test out. So you'll want to only test obviously one thing at a time. So if you're adjusting your pricing, make sure to do that in 1 month or over a few months, and then at a separate time, you'll then want to transition to testing out the A+ content, for instance. And you're going to be able to see which one does best over a time period, over, like I said, a few weeks. Amazon recommends anywhere usually from 4 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 is what we found to be the sweet spot with experiments, because it does allow enough time for Amazon to show the different experiments or the different tests to different people. So you can kind of get a good understanding of how it's performing versus maybe your current or your previous content. So you don't, like I said, want to blindly change elements and hope for the best. You're going to want to look at that data to steer you in the direction to make the best decision for the most reliable boost in your organic sales. Now, I have a lot more videos on growing your sales on Amazon. Make sure to check these out, and I think they'll be of great help to you as you look to grow your brand on Amazon.